Hey guys, a bit of a not so standard video this time around. I had a nice experience a few minutes ago, and I feel like I wanted to just talk, I guess. And without getting into too much detail, because obviously it's private stuff with a friend of mine. I learned a few things about myself and what I want from life in general from this conversation that I had with a really good friend who was I mean, it was really just a talk between how I was struggling and how he was struggling. And I don't want to get into too much detail with it, obviously. But I realized after the conversation what I used to think that in my life the most important thing for me was the deeds that I did, right? How good I was at a certain thing. How I didn't let my potential be wasted. How many people I made friends with, or how much money I earned, or how much comfortably I led my life. And I know that, like, it sounds very shallow when I say it like that, but I think I had a more rose-tinted sort of life-loving view of it in my head, and I still kind of do. I still appreciate like enjoying a glass of milk before I go to sleep, as kiddish as that sounds, or waking up in the morning to a sun ray hitting me in my face and waking me up first thing in the morning to a brand new day, or coming back home, sitting down to game with my buddies, and it starts lightly pouring outside, and there's music playing in the background, and we're all just enjoying ourselves. But I think more than anything, especially after what I heard and talked about today with this said friend of mine, I understand now. Most important thing for me, and I think a lot of people who may or may not watch this video would feel the same way, is people, right? The friends that I've made, the family that I've grown up with. I have so many reasons to not deserve them, and yet for some reason I've been given the opportunity to know people like them. And that's not to, this isn't a humble brag or some way to say that, oh, look at me, I have a lot of good friends, most people don't, or anything like that. I say this in a sense of extreme gratitude. I didn't realize before that even if I didn't deserve the people I've come to know in my life, I realized that I can live up to what I think they deserve and what I know they deserve from friends or from people who know them. I can work towards being a better person, and everything I earn, money, friendship, love, the ability to give back to others, everything I can do and everything I will do from now onwards, I think I would prefer if I dedicated it to them, if that makes sense. Even if they didn't know, and I don't need them to know, and I don't want them to know, and I hope they don't realize that and that I do dedicate it to them, which is unfortunately going to be hard because they do know my YouTube channel, and I know that they'll know that I'm talking about them. But I still feel that this is an important thing that I should come to terms with. Or not come to terms with, because it's not anything bad. But something that I should dedicate myself towards. I want to be a better person so that the people who I'm surrounded with can receive the same love, if not more, that they've provided me with. And I'm not saying that I want to try and find a reason for their love or anything. But I hope that one day, when I'm gone, and when they're gone, I hope a part of us lives in the fact, in this world, in the fact that we existed, and I tried everything in my being to make them feel the same way they make me feel, if not better. I don't want to be, it's not that I want to be worthy of their love, but I want to be a better person so that they know how much their love means to me, if that makes sense. That's about what I realized today, I think, after that conversation. And I think a lot of people also understand, like, feel the same way about their lives. But I thought I needed to get it out, put it into a form, a video, or a piece of writing or a piece of media that could remain and maybe help other people, if that makes sense. There are some genuinely beautiful people in this world. And even if it seems to any person in the world that that isn't the case, that the world is really as terrible as it seems, and as evil as it seems, I hope people know that there are human beings alive right now and in the future and in the past who make it all worth it. Who, if you befriend, they will become the reason you want to better yourself as a person. And even when it seems like someone might never get that opportunity from other people in their lives, it's not true. Because I have seen so many types of people. I've moved around so many times in my life, and I've had to restart from scratch, not knowing anybody, try to make friends from day one, and then a few months or a year later have to leave all of that behind and go to a new place to start from scratch. But I've realized that there are still people out there who I know for a fact I'll still see even after I'm gone. And I'm not necessarily a religious person. I don't subscribe to any religious beliefs. Not as much as I think I should. Even though I do understand, like it's just a personal belief for me. right? I'm not personally religious or anything. But I believe that whatever happens after I die, I believe I'll see my friends again. The real ones, the ones that I know, the ones that I know have had an effect on me, and the ones that I hope can affect me for years to come. And no matter what happens in this life, be it good or bad, I know I'll see them again. And that is such a beautiful thought that keeps me going. I'm so grateful to know the people that I do. I'm so happy that they help me realize the true beauty in this world. And I'm so overwhelmingly amazed that there's people like this in the world. And I think I want other people to know that. And that's why I'm making this into a video rather than writing it down or keeping it in my journal or doing something else with it. I want people to know that there are people out there, and I know I'm saying the word people a lot, but there are people out there who are worth struggling for. There's this quote in Lord of the Rings, one of my very recent pieces of media that I've fallen in love with, but like I think it formed a good part of what I believe in, whether you want to call it religiously or philosophically. But there's this line in the movie version of it where Sam goes, or Frodo asks Sam, which is one of the two, or the two protagonists, so to speak, main protagonists. Frodo asks Sam, what do we have left to fight for, or something similar to that, and Sam goes that there's some good in this world and that it's worth fighting for. And I think I understand what that means now. And even if the people I know, the friends that I've come to know, the friends that I've maybe not shown or been able to show how much I love them in the properly, and the friends that I have been able to show that I love them properly, I hope each and every one of them knows that if anything happens to any of us, I will be there. And I know that they will be there too. And I know that everyone in the world deserves and will have and are having friends, family, loved ones like this. And despite all the evil in our world right now and in the future, despite all the bad news that we see daily, Eve especially on this platform, that just this amount of good people and good friends that we can come to know and we have known are the only reason we need to fight. We don't need any more reason. And I hope that they know that. And if you're struggling through something like this, or if you're struggling with the fact that maybe you don't have people like that, or you think you don't have people like that, I hope you find those people, and I know you will. And until then, I hope you can fight to become the person that you want to be for those people when you meet them. But that's about it. I didn't really want to make this, I wanted to make this channel just to be able to game on and you know, not some serious stuff, but I feel like this is something that people need to hear, especially in current day YouTube and the world. You know, so much bad happening everywhere. Almost just seems like there's no end to it all. So if if I'm getting way too much love or affection from my friends, I feel like I should be able to share that with other people who might be struggling so that they can help themselves meet people who can do this for them as well. I want to share that love with other people. And that's only possible because of the guys and girls and people who, and anywhere and in between, who I know, who motivate me to do the same. So that's about it.